Hi, it's Ivy. Welcome to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for supporting me. Now, getting right into it. Do braces hurt? So I'm going to go into it. The short answer is yes, but I'm going to go into more specifically kind of when you get them on. Does it hurt? Immediately after and kind of your first couple weeks to months and days adjusting to them, and does getting them tightened hurt, things that go along with braces that may or may not be very comfortable, as well as things like power chains. I can't speak on rubber bands because I don't have those yet, but I'll talk about kind of everything. So yes, the short answer is braces are painful. Now, this being said, and before I get fully into it, everybody's experience is going to be different, especially if you're a child. I'm talking as an adult because I've heard it tends to be worse as an adult. Um, the experience I have may not be what you have. Everybody's mouth is different. Everybody feels things differently. Um, so the things I say here are just my experience, and hopefully yours will be better. Anyway, starting right out with getting them put on. Now, people always told me, oh, it doesn't hurt to get your braces on. Lies. Lies. Now, hopefully it won't hurt you, but oh my gosh, it hurt me. It hurt. Um, and specifically, it hurt because they had to do IPR, which is like where they cut between your teeth. It's basically a saw between your teeth, and it helps make your teeth a little bit smaller. And the reason they did that when I got my braces on was because they could not get my molar bands on. They didn't do spacers on me. They just stuck the molar bands on. And oh my gosh, they put them on and off and on and off. So if it's something like that, it can be really painful when they go on. In general, the actual process, if that goes smoothly, I wouldn't say it's painful, but it's a lot of pressure and it's not comfortable. And I found it pretty painful. Like IPR, having my teeth sawed like that really hurts. And then you just start to feel this pressure after. But no, getting them put on isn't horrible. It's just not great. And you can feel all the pressure and stuff when they put the wire on and everything. It's just not a fun time at all. And then immediately after, you do feel kind of okay for a while. Like I was able to eat that evening. I would say it was the pain started to escalate around 6 hours after I got them put on. That's when I really started to feel it and it really started to hurt. Before that, they were just kind of a little sore and there was some pressure. Um, and then it was the 24-hour mark where they were just hurting so bad. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't do anything. Like I just laid on the couch all day and I felt horrible. Like anything even a little bit jarring was like would set my whole mouth on fire. And it's beyond just your teeth hurting. Like to me, it's worse than a toothache, like a regular toothache, because it's your roots moving. So you feel all the way up into your face. Even things that just touch your face can be really, really painful. Or for me, it was like, truthfully, that experience, I was a gymnast. I have a high pain tolerance, actually, believe it or not. Like I have broken bones and sprained bones. Honestly, that at that 24-hour mark, I found it equally painful to breaking a bone, depending on how badly broken the bone is. But like, and I have broken bones, so I know exactly what that feels like. And I'm not being dramatic when I say that. They really, really hurt. Um, the kind of pain where it's not going to respond to over-the-counter stuff, and you just have to deal with it. Now, the only good thing is it did dissipate a little bit, and then it did finally start to get better. Like I would say that intense pain lasted a few hours, and then it lessened a little bit, and then in the following days it got somewhat better. And I would say it took about a month to adjust to them, not just pain, but everything, and having your teeth all moved around. Um, but in general, with braces, I would say no matter where you are in your treatment, the pain kind of comes and goes. Like sometimes they'll stop hurting and they're fine and you can almost forget you have them on. And then sometimes just out of nowhere, they'll start hurting, or you'll get random things like my teeth have become, not right now, it went away, but like for a few days, I had my teeth were really, really sensitive. So anything hot or cold would hurt. Um, which was just this random thing. And also, anytime with braces, if you've just had them tightened or just put on, things like flossing your teeth is like pretty much impossible. Even just brushing your teeth can hurt from that little bit of pressure. Anything like that. Like I just got my braces tightened, and like just from that my gums bleed so much. Every time I brush or floss, my whole mouth fills with blood basically. And yeah, that hurts a lot. A lot, a lot. Um that's kind of when you get them on in a little bit generally in terms of pain. Now, when you get them tightened, this is another painful thing. People said, oh, you know, yeah, it's not going to hurt till after. No, for me, it hurts when I get them tightened. Um, Mostly because every time I've gone in, they still do IPR, which I already talked about. And they tend to do it on my front teeth also, which is more painful than on your molars. And they do numb me with a topical, but I feel everything. I don't feel like the numbing does anything whatsoever. Like, to me, having IPR done hurts worse than getting a tooth pulled or getting a cavity filled. And I've had both of those things done. I don't know, something about it being in your mouth. It's just such a sensitive place. It's just, oh, it's awful. And having a saw in your mouth is just the worst thing. Like, I can't really describe it unless you've been there. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. You can taste your teeth being ground down. Like, you eat the smell, everything. Oh my gosh. Like, honestly, if I had known how bad it was going to be going into it, I don't know if I would have done it. Like, I'm kind of glad I didn't know how much they were going to hurt and how horrible it was going to be. Like, I mean, I suppose my other options were extractions or jaw surgery. So yes, I realize those would have been more painful and worse, but it doesn't mean it doesn't still suck. With tightening afterwards, your teeth just get really sensitive. And I would say sometimes it can start the same day and sometimes it can be later. Oh, and also with them, it's not even just the IPR, it's also just having somebody pulling on your mouth and pushing a new wire into place and stuff. Sometimes it feels very, very forceful. And there's just a lot of pressure where you feel really sore after, even if it doesn't start hurting that day. Sometimes it hurts a lot that day, and sometimes it's not so bad that day. You just feel sore. It's the following days. I would say it can take me up to a week to kind of bounce back from it. And my appointments are every 3 weeks. So then I have 2 weeks that I feel kind of okay. And then it's more pain. Afterwards, your whole mouth just hurts. Like, even sometimes the pain can be so bad. Like, when I first got them on, that even just to purse my lips to drink something hurt. Or if you accidentally tap like the edge of a glass or a spoon or something against your teeth, it's like, oh my gosh, it's excruciating. But they hurt because your roots are moving. Now, power chains. I just got my first power chains and only on the bottom. And I would say they're overall more painful than regular adjustments. At least not so far. They haven't seemed to be. I think my whole mouth is on fire just because of everything that's been done to it. Maybe the power chains are part of it, but they always hurt like crazy after adjustments. So to me, it doesn't feel much different. I mean, yeah, they're pulling my teeth together, but it's not like, I guess in that sense, they're maybe not quite as bad as I would have thought. I imagine they're going to hurt worse on the top because my top teeth usually hurt more than my bottom ones when I get them tightened, but I don't know. We'll see. I imagine rubber bands will hurt too, but who knows, because it's moving your whole bite forward or backwards, in my case forwards. But I don't know on that yet. Yeah, in general with braces, the main thing is like there can be a lot of pressure and soreness. When it just dissipates to soreness, it's not that bad. Sometimes when I get them tightened or when you first get them on, they can hurt to the point that like it's really difficult for me to function and like be normal. Like normally I'm so active and energetic and doing things, and when they're really hurting me, I just want to like lay on the couch and I can't do anything, because anything even a little bit jarring is painful. Like today, to give you an example of pain and how bad it is, I'm 3 days out from my adjustment now. It's the 3rd day, and doing my makeup today, just the sponge on my face going around my mouth hurt. So that's how bad they can be. The littlest thing. Sometimes just talking, like if my teeth hit each other when I talk, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like your whole mouth is on fire. I think that's about it with pain. I think I covered the basics without going into too much detail, but Do they hurt? Yes. Do they hurt when you get them on? Yes. Do they hurt when you get them tightened? Yes. Does it stop though? Yes. I will tell you it does stop. And you'll get some breaks, and hopefully yours won't be this bad, because I've heard other people, like I seem to have had a really bad experience in terms of pain with braces. Um, and like I said, I'm not being dramatic. I've had stitches before. I find that much better than this. Like you know, certainly spraining an ankle has been more pleasant than this. I think with this, it's so hard because it's so long. Like if it just went away, it's one thing, but like because this is constant, it makes it worse. And now part of it maybe with my pain, because I go in so fast for appointments, because I'm doing it every 3 weeks, that might be why it's worse. And obviously it's all going to depend on your teeth and your mouth and your orthodontist, whoever's treating you. Honestly, I'm so anxious going in there now. Like I've never been anxious about the dentist before. I mean, a little bit, but like now I'm like, I dread it. Like I so don't want to go in because I know how bad it's going to hurt. Yeah, like I said, truthfully, if I knew they were going to hurt this bad, like I'm glad I didn't know how bad it was going to hurt, because then I might have reconsidered the braces. You know, it's almost like you come to the conclusion that crooked teeth are very nice. Everybody's experience will be different, and like I said, I think mine is one of the more extreme ones. I'm not saying they won't hurt you, they probably will, but I think rewarding yourself and taking a break when you need it, and also remembering that you are going to see really good results, and sometimes the results come really fast. Like my teeth are still all crooked, sure, but they are so much straighter than they used to be, even in just a short amount of time, and that's really nice to know. And on one hand, for me, my treatment time seems long, and then on another, it's short, because I only have them 12 to 18 months. I'm hoping we can do it in 12, fingers crossed. Hopefully you enjoyed my slightly miserable video, and hopefully your experience with braces is a little bit better. Would I still recommend them if you want to get your teeth straightened? Yes. Yes, the results are good. It will be worth it, and one day the pain will go away. I promise you. It doesn't last forever, but when you're going through it, it sucks. Definitely sucks. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later.